be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met. Look, I'll no thank, but you saved my life. That counts for something. To me, anyway. Try to survive. Same thing I do every day. There are always crews looking for hands. I'll find more work somewhere. Try not to get killed. Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't go around acting like you own the place, alright? Not all of them, but it's not a great way to make friends. Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place. Hope we don't run into each other, so take care of yourself.
This is your final warning, Kai. One more, and I... Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh, probably died at sea. Good riddance. Ugh, shit.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Uh-oh. Get ready to be disappointed.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones.
No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
I'm sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? See, Cynric, I knew someone would appreciate me for me.
Kai, before you go, I just hate to send the Envoy out there. The wilderness is no place for a scholar. Make sure he comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
They're an order of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Oof, creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote? Maybe it's better if you don't mention me at all. Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you. They say she fell in battle in the dead fire, and death spat her back out. I admire your eagerness, Envoy. Just don't rush into danger too quickly, all right?
Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does. I'll bet you're glad to be on. Be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air. Quagrunan left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
The city's getting crowded. Pretty soon the Adirans will outnumber us 3-1.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question? I can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher? That's a long way to walk. Oh well. The house is probably a loss by now. I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do? Why did they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out? The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
I wanted to grow a little food, save some skates. They never thrived, that's all. Clearly, I have bigger things to worry about. God, is it in the crops? As if things couldn't get any worse. It's hard to put it into words. I just feel like I should be here. I'd heard it was dangerous, but the Glenfathan wilds were dangerous. I thought I was prepared. I had no idea what I was in for. Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them. Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Protect. Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. If you're looking for a weapon or a shield, talk to Walter over there. Just don't expect much. I like him just as much as one should like an ex-husband, and not 1 ounce more. Is there? It's possible. But I think, to be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did. And let's leave it at that.
What harm could some new armor do? Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to... Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in?
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Walter is here. I don't know what Daggerda told you, but I stake my reputation on every item, and that does still mean something. That's a personal matter, my friend. Suffice it to say, she thinks I threw away something important. And I say I didn't!
Between tensions in the city and threats outside,
I've come in search
the
of
militia's
lost
in over their
treasures.
heads.
Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so, actually. There are some Pargrunan ruins to the north, just across the river from the Strangle route. The Pargrunan are said to have left behind many treasures.
Very good. I will remember. You will be justly compensated upon your return.
Yeah, sure. Just be careful, all right? The land is more dangerous than it's built alone. No telling what might be waiting.
Do not. I have stayed.
What kind of stance is that?
Get serious or get lost. I'm busy.
Look alive!
Keep up the good work, soldiers.
Save some skates for the rest of us.
Sorry, boys. Go on. Another round. What could it hurt?
Think the living lands will stop to let you rest? Pick up that weapon. Keep training.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too. Zorops. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful. I was just getting warmed up. Right behind you. This is the Hangen's place. Or was. It's the Zarup's now. Anything juicy? Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out.
Here we go! And raw! Coming from the right! Come on!
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarup holding hands. What do you see? Why don't we ask Hangen about it? It's her house. She ought to know something. What's that Zarup doing out here all by himself? A friendly Zarup. Don't see that every day. Of course, you don't see them fighting their friends every day either. I don't speak Zarup, but it definitely answered you. I agree. He's not hurting anyone. In fact, we're near to Hangen's house. Maybe he's the one who made that mural.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. You read my journal? That's private. Why would you do a thing like that? Do you snoop on everyone, you... Alright. I lied to you. I can't keep it up anymore. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here? I said the same thing at first. Then I realized I was just lost. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. Are you serious? How could anything be worse than a Zorip? That's possible? I never thought I'd say I was lucky, but I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
Nice to see.
First can we... Gelarde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place? Ho ho! So you are familiar with my work? It's a pleasure to meet one as cultured as you. It was arduous work, but I couldn't have done it without help. Speaking of which, listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you? I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height. He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him. Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3 this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Build another palisade just like the last. This one falls. One of you adherents knew that.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. You must have gone through one of Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails? The Living Lands won't disappoint in that regard. Though the experiences on offer here had been the end of plenty of intrepid sorts. What I really want to know, since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the Living Lands. Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they? I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times. I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel-Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Someone once told me you need more than a little crazy to last out here. I get the feeling you'll fit right in. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. Enjoy the ocean breeze while we're here. After your voyage, it must be night. To spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
Hilly is tits. Someone was actually brazen enough to sneak into camp for this.
Incoming Zara.
Those arms must have been scavenging supplies too.
That's one for us.
Oh, look, Paradise ladder. When heated, the resin forms a hard coat that strengthens weapons and armor. This used to be a good fishing spot until something started dragging people away.
Mine now. Right flank. And raw.
Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place.
Pargrunen built these walls and much of Paradis centuries ago. Careful. Looks like spiders inside. Nice! This one's mine. Deadlier by the day, but people have to eat.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want. I got a bad feeling about whatever that bear's chomping on. That's a bad way to go. It's almost like push that house.
You take lead.
Just like the good old days. Sundrops. They don't usually hold around here. What's got them riled up?
The scourge invades. Claw it out. It breathes. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after. Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the bear and we'll talk after. Monstrosity! Poor bastard. One of Ludwine's toy soldiers. I never even learned their name. Not that it would have done us any good. My savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. I wouldn't have stood a chance against that beast. I owe you my life. Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. Keep it close until we're back at the embassy. I prefer to take bad news in the comfort of my office. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted? I found it pays to be prudent about the company you keep in Paradise. The Empire doesn't have many friends on these shores.
Hey, not with that attitude.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the Clavager? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. I'm no woodsman, but I'm inclined to agree. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me? Well, that's encouraging. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do? You suspect a connection. Interesting. Ardra is said to be filled with essence, the soul stuff. And maybe the essence will respond to a godlike's touch. Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. We were drowning in our nightmares for so long. Your hand was a branch. Escape! We reached for you. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness. A rot eats at the foundation of this land. Corruption seeps into the soil. It is an infection. A foreign body invades, the host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out. Let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it? We offer you the power to heal and be healed, and you would wheedle and bargain? Decide. Do you wish this power or not? A favor for a favor, then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You all right? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail. An attack on your very soul. Well, such an event could have killed someone, or worse.
Be careful where you go saying that. Nowadays, that kind of talk makes people nervous.
Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner. Your interests are more aligned than you know. But while you and I answer to the Emperor, Ludwig and the Steel Garrote answer only to themselves. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. Ah, you're going to be troublesome, aren't you? At least you're on our side. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Ah, Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this.
The loss of the Claviger will be felt in every corner of Paradise.
Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that bear. Can she? Surprises, Envoy. I'd heard godlikes have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still,
the path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
Yogard doesn't seem like the kind of man you'd send. Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face out there. Anyway, Yogard doesn't seem like the kind of man you'd see. leads into the frontier, does he?
Ready for more.
Not bad. It's got natural light, right on the river, just like a little upkeep.
Watch where you're going. Haven't you heard it's not polite to stare? Piss off. Get lost.
Nice to see you again. I'm sorry, I don't buy... That's it. That's my amulet. Daggerta gave me this. We had a fight, and she accused me of throwing it away before we left Deerwood. I did bring it with me, but I lost it while I was out, procuring more wares. I can't believe you found it. Perhaps, or perhaps our ship has sailed. Regardless, I'll know I have it. And that's enough for now. It's priceless to me, friend, but almost worthless to anyone else. But I can offer a small reward. A finder's fee, if you will. I doubt you'll find anyone who will find it of value. I don't know any other vault, but I suppose its purpose has... Nice to see...
heard you killed that bear.
Welcome back. I like him To be honest, stranger, I'm...
Don't even bother heading to Paradise unless you've got a friend in the militia. That's far enough, Outlander.
Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself. Well, aren't you the little do-gooder? Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. A plague carrier. A blight on our fair city.
Hey, boss. If he's really sick, maybe we shouldn't get too close.
Shut up, Pod. Let me do the talking.
You're doing great so far. Really menacing.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal.
Boss, is that true?
What did I tell you, Pod? I do the talking.
Oh, could I watch you really do that? To track down a murderer by asking the dead who killed him? Oh, gods. What have I done? Wait, I haven't done anything yet. There's still time.
Nicely done.
I can't do this anymore. Thieving and killing, it's just not in my blood.
You ungrateful nitwit! Once I'm done with the Outlander, I'm coming after you.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway.
Here we go! And rock! Nice shot! Another win, but who's counting?
With all the new folks in town, it's been harder to get a good day's catch.
There it is again.
Get a hold of yourself. There's nothing down there, all right?
There is. I heard it stirring.
It's probably your stuff.
They've got things here that even WoW wouldn't dream about. I'm not taking any chances.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in birdshit.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Good work out there, Envoy. Only just arrived and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you. Just doing my job. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, Envoy.
What? No parting words from me? After all the time we spent together?
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now, right?
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here? The arrow struck. Then your soul found us, here in the emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive. Worse, you died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. They hurt you, but we do not hear rage hissing in you like a serpent. Why? not understand. There will be no next life for you. No return to shade apple forests or breeze-kissed shores. Your soul is imprisoned here, as are we. But we can help you. We could send you back. Just this once. We are bound. We are leaf and root. We are stream and sea. Help us. We sense the rot and we fear it. We fear how it seeps into us, into our memories. You must find us, free us from our prison. Like a scent in the wind, yes. We will show you, but first, we will free you. Immensely. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. You're alive, somehow. That's what counts.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. That's what everyone in Paradise is asking. The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. You say that like it's a good thing, but the mortal soul is not adept at coping with trauma.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Anything he should avoid? Strenuous exercise, hard drink, strong sveff.
Look for patterns. If your friend has any troubling signs, be attentive to what triggers them. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. You've worked with one before. Good. You have an open mind. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job. Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy. Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up. Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone. And we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.